We don't normally review mods on this channel, and if you guys want to see more of them in the future, including maybe a talk on X-Pirates, let me know down in the comments. For today's video, we're going to be talking about the mod slash expansion slash sequel to The End is Nigh, and that is the Shattered Spectrum. As I said in the stinger, the Shattered Spectrum is a full fan-made expansion slash mod to the base game, and essentially continues the story in its own direction following the events of the post-apocalypse. What you'll be getting with this mod is essentially a almost full-size second game's worth of obstacles, environmental hazards, and of course lots and lots of spikes to die to. The game's difficulty is quite interesting. It's definitely aimed for people who have at least finished the base game of The End is Nigh. If you're one of those very masochistic few who manage to go all the way through to the true ending, then you should be very well suited to playing the Shattered Spectrum. The game follows much in the similar format of the base game, in that you'll be going to a variety of areas, with your overall goal being to get to the end of different paths to get the items you need to go down to the final and of course hardest areas. Each biome slash stage will once again give you about 15 levels of challenge, and to the mod's credit, it does a great job of fleshing out the existing mechanics and hazards. I don't believe, at least from my time with this, that there are any brand newly created hazards or enemies in the mod, but the game remixes everything to present new challenges, and you'll also get a chance to see some of the more advanced tech and some elements that I don't believe were really expanded upon in the base game. One is that if you do the kind of hanging on a ledge, like extra wide jump maneuver, when you do that into like a fan or anything that kind of preserves your momentum, it will actually carry that momentum even if you just stay neutral on it. The only times you'll lose it is if you hit an object or if you press back. And for a lot of the secrets, you'll also be learning some very unusual speedrun strategies and tech to go with it. A few that I did not even know that they existed. And you'll be definitely making use of a lot of very careful jumps. Thankfully, there are no limited live challenges outside the cartridges, and this is quite good as the levels here are definitely on the challenging side. You're going to be doing a lot more in each individual screen compared to the base game, and with each area having kind of its own style or theme of hazards, means that the difficulty for you will definitely depend on what you're good, bad, or indifferent at. You'll be run into those lovely mines that will launch you in different directions, and of course a few water sections for good measure. None of the rooms I would say are like brutally difficult, and to the mod's credit, everything does feel fairly balanced. As with the base game, you're dealing with a physics system that if you press the button the same way, you will perform the same exact action each and every time. And once it comes down to figuring out just exactly the kind of jumping trajectories and movement you need to make in order to get past any hazard. I would say things get a touch janky whenever you're dealing with environmental objects that change or impact your own physics slash trajectory. So this includes the anti-gravity wells, the mines, and conveyor belts. That it becomes a lot harder to gauge your motions. And I would say there's like one or two rooms I found particularly troublesome in terms of just trying to figure out the exact trajectory you need. Because when your physics are being altered, it makes everything obviously a lot harder to gauge. And there are definitely some rooms that I had no idea how to even get to some of the tumors in it. With this mod again, if you are someone who has not played The End is Nigh at all, this definitely assumes you've at least beaten the base game, and I would definitely recommend, if you're in the mood for some very challenging platforming, to pick up the base title. And keep in mind that the issues I'm talking about are with an entirely free mod to a game, and it definitely knows its audience. And if you are someone who enjoyed and you went all the way through all the apocalypses of the base game and looking for even more and Nigh to accomplish, then definitely give this one a try. As I said at the start, if you want to see more mods of popular games or hidden no mods, played and reviewed, let me know down in the comments. And with that, I hope you enjoyed this review. Be sure to check everything out, and I will see everyone for our next game and more content coming soon. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and you're interested in more in my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.